This is you already know who this is. This Reese.
And this Q.
And this is Lailah, Cakes by Lailah.
And today we're doing something a little different. Instead of interviewing your local artist, your local clothing line, or it's a different type of entrepreneur here who makes cakes. And as she said, her name is Cakes by
Lailah.
And how long have you been baking cakes?
Over 30 years.
What gave you the inspiration to actually start doing it?
Watching my mother make cakes in the kitchen and working in Warbound and watching her make cakes in the back, in the bakery.
So you used to work in the bakery in Warbound? Or you used to just go back there and watch them make the cakes?
I was cool with everybody, so I used to go in the back and talk with them.
Okay. So at least you made the best out of that.
Yes.
You make some nice cakes.
Thank you.
I've
This
seen
is
you on
not your-
Instagram
Yes.
and Facebook, and I really like your cakes. I actually ate one of your cakes. You had baked one for your niece, a hollow cake one year. You make so many.
Oh, the Hawaiian
The
cake.
Hawaiian
Hawaiian
cake. It was
cake.
really good. It was decorated really nice. I could go on our page and see that.
What's your page? How would they get in contact with you?
It's at LA Cakes 87 on Instagram.
And on Facebook, you don't have a
Lailah Boyd on Facebook.
Okay, nice. And I had a question, but I just forgot, so we're gonna take a break. You gonna cut that out?
You want to know what made me start?
Oh yeah,
When she said it.
said it though.
Okay. How about what was the first cake I ever did?
So, what was the first cake you ever baked?
The first cake I ever did was for my mom. It was for her birthday, and that was in 1987.
So you've been baking for a long time. What separates you from other actual bakers? Because as we see here, you got like different details. Do you make it by hand, or do you actually buy this? Because I know some people buy this already made.
So for me, I'm self-taught. I taught myself how to make cakes. I never went to school for it. I basically, it took me years to get to a certain level. And because I know how to do art, I can draw art, I can make things out of clay and animals and people. So I just basically make the shapes myself, and I can look at a video and just make it from that.
So this right here, you got mics. This is really hot. It's like a DJ table.
Yeah, let's see if we can lift it up and show y'all.
Y'all also see it on the intro when the interview come on.
So all of this is edible?
This is edible.
Everything is edible. You can eat the fondant. It's fondant. The speakers are fondant.
So the mic
is fondant.
She made look at the detail in our logo and stuff. Like
that is so fire.
She made a whole logo. Like this is really fire. Disregard my nail polish. My niece gave me this, and I'm not taking it off until it comes off. So yes, this is definitely fire.
Thank you.
So we know you didn't always use fondant. You, well, I know because this is my aunt. I'm just gonna, for the record, for the people who don't know. I remember you growing up, and I remember before the fondant, you used to actually scope with a knife, like draw it, because you can draw as you just said. With the knife and draw like Pocahontas and Sonic.
Before they came out with all
fondant, you would draw it, carve it with the knife, and then go over it with the actual, what do you call it?
Which you
With the buttercream.
You used to let the frosting dry after you cut it out? Like
No.
how did you do it?
So what I always did was I did buttercream. I never did fondant because I didn't know how to make fondant. And so over the years, because I had been doing it for so many years, people would request certain cakes. And in order to get the cake to look a certain way, if you did it with buttercream, for me, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
So what was your first fondant cake?
My first fondant cake was your cake, a Q, the letter Q. And the reason I started the fondant cake was because my niece Quintina, my sister Lisa, my daughter, a lot of people kept pushing me to do the fondant cakes and expand my business. Because with me only doing buttercream, it kind of limited me to being able to be more global in terms of getting more people. Because I already had a following, but I didn't have it to the level that I have with the fondant.
Oh, okay.
And also with Facebook, because with social media, my niece said, why don't I get an Instagram page and put my cakes on there? Also to get a backdrop and stuff like that. So it helped me to expand.
So you make lollipops and cake pops and the Rice Krispie treats,
yes.
and you also design on the Rice Krispie treats and make. I've seen a lot of stuff. You got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, all of that is because I kind of take my time and look at videos online. A lot of times when people request cakes, I go online and I'll look.
YouTube help you a lot.
YouTube, pictures itself, just looking at a picture. I can look at a picture and basically make that cake.
Oh, so you got like talent like that?
Yeah, I can look, yeah.
So you know how to make face cakes. Can you make like
The face cakes, it depends on the type of face.
No.
So more character.
Yeah. The details.
Yeah, the details.
So mostly like doing like character
Cakes.
face.
Yeah, the face. It depends on.
So this is not your only job, basically. This is a side job.
This is a side job.
Outside of baking cakes,
I work. Yeah, I've been working on my job almost 25 years.
Doing what?
Assistant teacher.
Oh, nice.
So I'm an educational power.
So I know they get cakes from you all the time, the kids and the parents and stuff.
Yeah, the principals at the school, he usually gets the graduation cake every year. And then there's several co-workers that order cakes from me.
Okay, I also see on your lap right here, you got awards. Tell us more about what's going on over here on your lap.
So this award here is honorable mention. This was at the New York Cake Company. That was in like 90, maybe 93. And I entered a cake contest. And I didn't really have the experience at the time, but I did the best I could. So they had a beginner section, intermediate section. Because I was new at doing it, I did the beginners. And for me to do the beginners, I won the honorable mention.
Nice.
And then I also see you got this right here.
Yes, and then I got second place in 95 for a cake that I did. And I won also a gift card to the cake store, which I never used. I just kept it as a souvenir.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
I just wanted it as a souvenir. Yeah, I never used it. And
how much was that for?
I think it was for $40. Yeah,
I'd have used that.
It was to buy cake supplies. So, and that was a big deal because I was also in the beginning section, and the cakes that were there, people did fondant cakes, and I mean, it was beautiful cakes. So for me to be a part of that and to get second place, that was a big deal.
Yeah,
and that was with buttercream. That wasn't, I wasn't doing fondant at that time.
So do you see in the future like you entering any contest for cakes, or you're good with the following and stuff you have now?
Yeah, at this point, I'm actually okay with not going into contests. I mean, the clientele that I have, I'm comfortable with that.
You said Quatina and then pushed you into social media, but let me see this. You got an album. She had her own Facebook right here. This is Facebook fun. This is old school. This is what you call
from the.
This is what you call passion right here.
This is from the. Hold on, let me
This
show
is
you.
before Facebook.
This is from the actual buttercream, when she was just using buttercream from the start. Excuse me.
We're gonna show some pictures at the end.
Oh, nice. Look at the baby shower stuff. Nice. We're gonna show y'all a little more, but Blue's Clues. Like she was drawing this
Pull it
stuff.
up. Push it up. Put it up. So.
Oh, to the camera.
Yeah, to the camera.
Like, we're gonna go back for y'all. Look, Scooby Doo. Like, this is cool. Nice. And then you see she get a little better as the years go on. Look at SpongeBob. All right. We're gonna show y'all some more. But that's definitely cool. Definitely cool. Do you plan on like opening a bakery? Like, do you see yourself like at some point, like, you know what? I'm gonna just open the bakery. Like, if somebody reaches out to you, would you do that or no?
I might consider it.
Like, how long does it take for a person to get a cake from you? Like, how far? Like, how?
I usually tell people to contact me 2 months in advance.
Okay. And
because
I was looking for that word, John. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
that happened.
Yeah, I get very busy, and I need people to definitely contact me 2 months in advance.
And they can do that on Instagram,
Facebook,
at LA Cakes.
at LA Cakes 87.
87. Instagram.
I want to cut this cake.
Yeah, so we're going to cut the cake on the camera because she made us a little personal cake. This is where you got love here. We got nice little speakers and she just want to eat the cake. She greedy.
Oh, I was fiending. Look at this.
Fiending.
Shut up, Quatina.
Definitely nice promo on the cake. This is how you represent yourself. Who you want?
Oh, this is good.
She wants a nice speaker. I've been eating this cake my whole life.
This is literally good. No, seriously. It's melting in my mouth. And I don't even like fondue cake. The cake is, I don't care about that. So I'm going to...
I see, that be the thing. A lot of times, people cake just look good and don't actually taste good.
Actually tastes good.
This cake actually tastes good. So thanks for sitting with us. We definitely appreciate it. Is there anything else you want people to know, or you would like to say, a story you would want to say? Because it still is the Hood Talks, even though we are promoting this beautiful cake lady here and her beautiful artwork. She might want to tell something else. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to say that for me, it took a lot of practice. It didn't happen overnight for me, and I'm at the level now that I wanted to be at years ago because I was pushed to do it. I was pushed to do it, by my family and me practicing. So now, like when I do a cake, it's easy for me to just do a cake without even thinking about it. I don't have to work. Like before, I was kind of nervous about it because
now
I'm self-taught. Now it's like I could just throw it together.
You cake with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So basically your message is like, if it's something you want to do, don't give up on it. Because it took her a long time. She even had to change her actual style of cakes to fit in. Sometimes you have to change. You got to do things different. Support is always number one. And she's saying, like, look at her now, Yeah. So definitely contact La Cakes for these beautiful, tasty cakes.
I want another piece.
It's our cake.
Yeah.
We leave it with this.
I also give my customers a pen and a business card, for using my business. And that's what I always leave them with, so they can always remember who I am. They can look at their pen and say, this is Lailah Cake, so they know they got it from me. And I do see a lot of people use the pens when I go to different places, so they do market my business for me.
Yes, nicely. Nice.
And a lot of people do share my cakes on Facebook.
She want more of the cake. Get the cake. It's our cake. We going home with this cake.
I'm not eating no more cake on camera.
This say Hood Talks. This is our cake. This is personally made for us. Definitely contact the Hood Talks for promo. Thanks for having us once again.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.